It began with a simple notification: Michael Waltz wants to connect on Signal. An innocuous request, except for Jeffrey Goldberg, editor-in-chief of. This marked the beginning of a bizarre and alarming series of events. Unbeknownst to Goldberg, he had been granted a backdoor pass into the Trump administration's inner sanctum, a Signal chat group aptly named Houthi PC Small Group. This digital war room, buzzing with messages from high-ranking officials like National Security Advisor Michael Waltz, Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, and representatives of other key figures, became an open book revealing the intricate details of a planned military strike on Yemen. Goldberg's accidental inclusion in the group exposed him to a treasure trove of sensitive information, laying bare the administration's decision-making process in all its raw and unfiltered glory. Messages detailed the specific weapons packages destined for Yemen, pinpointed target locations with chilling accuracy, and even revealed the planned timing of the attacks. It was a real-time chronicle of a military operation, unfolding in the palm of Goldberg's hand. The gravity of the situation was not lost on Goldberg. He found himself privy to internal policy debates, witnessing firsthand the justifications and concerns raised by various officials. Vice President J.D. Vance, represented by his aide Andy Baker, voiced apprehensions about the economic repercussions of the strikes and their potential to undermine the administration's stance on Europe. These candid exchanges painted a vivid picture of the internal power dynamics at play. The situation escalated rapidly on March 15. At 11:44 a.m., Hegseth, with the confidence of a general commanding his troops, posted the operational details of the imminent Yemen strikes. Mere hours later, at approximately 1:55 p.m., the first explosions rocked Sana'a, the capital of Yemen. The chat room, once a stage for strategic planning, transformed into a live feed of the operation's aftermath, with officials exchanging updates and damage assessments. The Signal messages provided a rare and unvarnished glimpse into the Trump administration's approach to foreign policy. Gone were the carefully crafted press releases and official statements. In their place were blunt assessments, heated debates, and a palpable sense of urgency. The chat logs revealed a hawkish administration, eager to flex its military muscle and project an image of strength on the global stage. Discussions within the group often revolved around the justification for the Yemen strikes. Hegseth, a staunch advocate for military intervention, argued that the strikes were a necessary response to Houthi aggression against Israel and international shipping. He painted a picture of a world on the brink, where inaction would embolden America's enemies and undermine its credibility. Vance, on the other hand, emerged as a voice of caution, expressing concerns about the potential for unintended consequences. His messages reflected a more pragmatic approach, one that weighed the potential costs and benefits of military action. This internal push and pull highlighted the complex web of factors that influence foreign policy decisions. The chat logs also shed light on the administration's internal dynamics. Trump, known for his impulsive nature, was noticeably absent from the group, leaving his lieutenants to hash out the details. This suggested a president content to delegate responsibility while maintaining a safe distance from the nitty-gritty of policymaking. The leak sent shockwaves through Washington, forcing the Trump administration into damage control mode. National Security Council spokesman Brian Hughes confirmed the authenticity of the Signal group, acknowledging the embarrassing security lapse. However, in a classic display of spin, Hughes downplayed the significance of the leak, claiming that the messages merely demonstrated deep and thoughtful policy coordination. VP Vance's spokesman, eager to quell any speculation of dissent within the administration, insisted that Vance fully supported the president's foreign policy. Any disagreements expressed in the chat, the spokesman claimed, were merely part of a healthy internal debate and were ultimately resolved through subsequent conversations with Trump. Despite the administration's attempts to downplay the incident, the leak had far-reaching implications. Experts were quick to point out the potential legal ramifications, suggesting that the unauthorized disclosure of classified information on an unsecure platform could constitute a violation of the Espionage Act. The use of disappearing messages further raised concerns about potential breaches of federal records laws. The incident also sparked a broader debate about the use of encrypted messaging apps by government officials. Critics argued that such platforms, while offering privacy, could also serve as breeding grounds for secrecy and a lack of accountability. The Trump administration's casual use of Signal to discuss sensitive military operations raised serious questions about its commitment to transparency and the rule of law. The accidental leak of the Trump administration's war plans on Signal was more than just an embarrassing blunder. It was a stark reminder of the fragility of trust in the digital age. The incident exposed the administration's lax approach to cybersecurity, its willingness to operate in the shadows, and its casual disregard for the potential consequences of its actions. The leak also highlighted the growing disconnect between the government and the governed. In an era of rampant misinformation and eroding trust, incidents like this only serve to further alienate the public. When citizens cannot trust their leaders to safeguard sensitive information or to be truthful about their actions, the very foundations of democracy are shaken. The long-term consequences of this digital mishap remain to be seen. However, one thing is certain: the incident has left an indelible mark on the Trump administration's legacy, raising serious questions about its competence, its judgment, and its commitment to the principles of open and accountable government. In the court of public opinion, the administration's credibility has been dealt a significant blow, and it will likely take more than just carefully worded statements to repair the damage. The accidental text, a seemingly trivial event, has exposed a deeper truth. In the digital age, even the smallest misstep can have profound and lasting consequences.